I got a link in the Facebook group, so we're going to see if it's there. It says it's connecting on YouTube, also connecting on LinkedIn. So we're giving this a shot. So here I am. I'm live. I'm on Riverside. It is Tuesday, February 3rd. I am opening up a new strategy where I want to start breaking down some of the stuff that I do just kind of internally, personal processes, systems, daily routines that I use that have allowed me to create a multiple six-figure business, write multiple books, have a podcast, um, still get to hang out with my family and do cool stuff. And ultimately, it all comes back to time management, how I schedule and organize my day. And honestly, it's one of the first things that I learned when I hired a mentor was how to structure my day for success. So I want to share some of that with you guys. Maybe you show up live, maybe you don't. I'm not sure if this really works. Like I said, I'm using Riverside for the first time. It's supposed to be streaming live over on our YouTube channel, supposed to be live over on LinkedIn. And for any of you who are in our private Facebook group that I dropped the link in, it would say you're live here watching us through Riverside. So, first things first, I'm going to just jump in because whether or not you're here watching this live or not doesn't matter as much as the fact that I got something important I want to share with you. So, it starts with time management. First and foremost, if you don't know what your time is worth, that's a problem. You need to understand that your time is the most valuable asset that you have. And if you're not investing it wisely, you're getting a crappy return on investment. And kind of like crypto, it'll fall off the face of the earth and you'll be broke before you know it. And you don't want to be broken without the most valuable asset that you have. So, if you want to understand what your time is worth, first thing you need to do is take however much money you made last year as a total, main job, side hustles. Maybe you run one of them fancy internet accounts where you take pictures of your feet and you share it. I'm not judging. I'm just saying if you're putting in the time, energy, and effort to make money there, add all of that up collectively. And then you're going to divide that by the number 2,000. Because if you're an average person, which you're probably not because you're watching this video trying to learn how to grow and get better, but if you were average, you'd make probably around, I don't know, you'd work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. You'd take a couple weeks off for vacation. So it's about 2,000 hours total. And the quick math on this is if you made 100 grand last year and you divide that by 2,000 hours, what's that math? Beep, 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 boop. On the calculator says you make 50 bucks an hour. Well, okay, for some of us, 50 bucks an hour is pretty sweet. 100 grand a year is what we always wanted. If you're not making 100 grand a year, why not? If you're making more than that and you want to make more, you have two choices. You can either work twice as much or you can up your skill set and make your time worth $100 an hour instead of $50 an hour. And so here's how you do that, how you set up your day to make that a reality because you're not going to get more time. You're not going to be able to work twice as much without sacrificing in other areas. And so there's 24 hours in a day, four areas of life that matter. Sleep and recovery is number one. You got to rest. You got to get, your beauty sleep for those of us who are at a point in our lives where we can't stay up late because it makes us grumpy. I'm one of those guys. So sleep and recovery is number one. Then we have our family, our relationships, the people in our lives that matter. It's kind of our why, the legacy. It's what most entrepreneurs and salespeople put at the top of their list. Then we have our business. You don't have FU money yet. I don't have FU money yet. That's why we're here doing this because we want to learn, we want to grow, we want to make more money so that we can put it in the jar on top of the refrigerator, like Adam Sandler in The Wedding Singer. Right? It's like I have some. I want to put more in that jar. That's why we're here because we want to learn, we want to grow, we want to get better. And then last on that list of things that matter is you. We put ourselves at the bottom of the list. That's why so many people in this world they burn out, they're unhappy, dissatisfied, out of shape, miserable human beings because they're not taking care of themselves. And so, what I know is that if you want to live a balanced life, which, a balanced scale reads zero, as my mentor always said, and nobody wants to be a zero, but we got to find a way to live life without destroying the areas that matter. So 24 hours in a day, four areas that matter, leaves us 6 hours for each area. And here's what I know about 6 hours. If you ever get to spend 6 hours doing the things you love to do with the people you love to do them with, amazing. You ever get 6 hours with your spouse? What you fellas do with the other 5 hours and 57 minutes, 100% up to the spouse. But that first 3 minutes is yours. And we know that that time is so, so valuable. And we can do really good stuff, amazing stuff in 6 hours. Maybe you got a project that you're really interested in. You spent 6 hours working on it. It's like amazing. Goes by quick. Life can be that way too, but you have to structure your day that allows you to maximize in each of those areas. So let me share my screen, hopefully. Yeah, here we go. Share screen. I'm going to go over here to this share, and I'm going to share my calendar so you guys can see this. So this is my Google Calendar, and this is how I structure my day for success. So you'll see it's all color coded. Some people see this and they spaz out. They absolutely hate how chaotic it can appear. But to me, it's a beautifully organized synchrony of success. And what I mean by that is when I wake up every day, I know exactly what I need to do and when in order to achieve the life that I want to achieve. And so I wake up around 3:30 every day. I read, I meditate, I get my life in order for me first, right? I have to put myself at the top of the list, be the best me that I can be for my family, for my business, and for everyone around me. So after I sleep, I take care of me first. I get my spirit right. I get my health right. I drink water. I take supplements. I have protein in the morning. I get my body going. And then I work out. Some of you don't know this, but I used to be 315 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall, 6'1". I was a big boy. I had to get my health in order. And then I get everything else dialed in. I come home, I have breakfast with the family, I do my power prep for the day. Everyone's happy. I get to kiss them goodbye. And then I get to start my workday with an hour of focus. What's the stuff that I know is most important that needs to get done? Because I'm going to do that first. And then I just stack the rest of the day to be successful. And what I do is I color coordinate everything so that I know exactly what it's related to. So you can see if I was recording podcasts, that's that yellow. If I'm on a sales call, it's green. If I'm working with clients, it's blue. If I'm working with my team, it's this lavender color. If I'm doing mentorship, training, it's purple. Everything's broken down. I know exactly how much time is being spent in each area each week in order to create success. So my question for you today is, when is the last time you got that organized? When is the last time you sat and did a time study to figure out where is your time going and what's the return on the investment for it? Because I promise you, you're wasting a lot of time doing things that aren't getting you closer to the life that you want to live. So if you want to live a better life, if you want more of the things that you enjoy doing on your calendar, guess what? You got to take control of your calendar, because when you're responsible for what goes on it and you prioritize the things that matter, that calendar becomes your boss and you never have to question what you're going to do or when, because it's right there in front of you, and your life is going to be way, way easier. So if you haven't already, go and pick up a copy of the Diary of a Damn Closer. Do the worksheets in the beginning, do your time study, break it all down, get this figured out, set up your day, build yourself to be 4 6s strong, and really just crush it. And I'll see you guys next week with some more training, some more things to talk about. And I want to hear in the comments, posting somewhere in the group, send me an email. What's your big takeaway? What's the one thing that you're going to start doing on your calendar every day for you? Because that's the thing that's going to change your life. We'll see you guys next time.